Alright guys, so we got part 3 of this, and um, I put all the resistors on there. It's all a little jiggly. Okay, now there, have all the resistors on there. So I thought it would be best to just go ahead and solder the resistors because they're smaller, like lower profile. So I could just do those. And like I said, all these were the same value in resistance. Yes, I could have yeah, it's very, I can't believe I got those 81 LEDs on there. But it's just not, you know, I really have wanted to make this project, to make this kit, and it's like this. It would be really nice for this holiday weekend that we have the Motor Speedway in Indianapolis, and that's just the holiday. Happy holidays. So, oh yeah, there's something else I was gonna tell you guys. I forget what it was. I forget what I was gonna say. Wait. No. Yeah, yeah. So on that 400 volt capacitor bank thing that I've made, I'm working on that. Here's the thing about it. I'm thinking, like, so it's in 4 parts, and I was thinking, well, obviously we'll just put them all, make it 400 volts, but just like, you know, batteries, or you can rearrange capacitors, I was thinking, well, you could have 800 volts of something, and you know, and then I thought, well, let's just max out the voltage on it, and maybe drive like air core, like impulse transformer type thing. So, I mean, you could do a lot with it. Just like I have my Sparky, the Sparky that I fixed Sparky. But along with Sparky, I have a 400 volt capacitor bank, and I don't really hook that up because that's just, I mean, it's already enough. It's already too much power. It's just like I have the VW, the 2001 VW Bug, the 2.0 liter, and I still haven't I got the turbo off eBay, and I still haven't installed it, but it's already so fast. Okay, so oh yeah, I'm just checking to see if I got every one of them. Okay, then I'm gonna cut these, and it's terrible, you guys. I know, like, I know I should be on the bench over there, but I can just go ahead and wait. Yep, that's one I didn't. There's one that got away. The one that got away. Is that? It's. I don't really like the black boards. You know, I like the green ones and the yellow ones and the orange. It's just more difficult to see, in my opinion. It is, but it looks cooler. I think that's what they're going for. icstation. It kind of looks cooler, just like the. Do I have that? Where's the? Do I have that around here? I was thinking of the Atari thing. Oh, where is? Like, my stuff is just all around here. Okay, so. Just trim these off then. And then, like, once they're soldered real good, I guess you could say that you're testing it too, because when you pull the lead to cut it, like pull the leads, turn them around to cut it. If you had a cold solder joint, you'd easily see it, easily it would come through. So, yeah, if you are like when you pull them, when you're snipping them, you could tell. I mean, that's just like, I mean, it's not 100% going to get you out of a loose connection. Now, a loose connection is still a connection, but it's not solved, or it's not electrically, it's not mechanically intact. It's not electrically. It's like, what am I trying to say? And I have like a toothbrush, and I have I don't have that. So okay, there, it's looking good. Wow. Oh, I really want this one. I really want this one to work. I hope it works. I hope it really. I really do. Okay, so what's left? All that's left is the transistors, and then the two switches, two potentiometers, a couple caps. We're getting there. Okay. So should we just let this one go? Sorry, 10 minutes. Yeah, I could, but you get the idea. Yeah, so what was really nice is all of these are, like I said, all of these are, what was it, 9014, S9014s? Is that it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's nice that they have it like that. You don't have to have. I mean, it's okay if there's different ones, different transistors, different types. But when you're making a project like this project is, because of its repetitiveness, if your electronic thing is repetitive or simple, it will probably have. Okay, I want to make sure I do this good. Oh, I want this to work. I want this to work this weekend. I can put it on Instagram. Whoa. Yeah. See, there's a lot of kits, but this one's kind of one you don't see often. So once I get hired, get a job again, get my Amazon going back again, I'll get more kits. But I already do have several more kits that I can do. Okay. See, it's just once they start to get populated, it gets more difficult to get them in there. Why is this one being very difficult? This one's being very difficult. Yeah. It's like 3 leads, though. You think it would be easier, but nothing's easier than 2 leads. And sometimes you can just kind of like scratch it along and then bam, put it in. And then make sure they're putting it on you're doing the, okay, that's a half moon. It looks like a half moon, you know. I mean, it does a little bit. Okay, so yeah, like I said in one of the other videos, there's 18 of these transistors, but they did give me 19. So, you know, people, whether that was a mistake or they just give you one extra, it's not a big, it's like, that's kind of nice. It's just like you buy some kind of what we would get these fishless fish, and there'd always be 6 of them, but like a year ago, okay, I'm going on a tangent. Okay, the like vegan fishless fish things. um, there would be 6 of them in there, but sometimes we would get 7 of them. And so I thought, well, you're at Kroger, and why not just have a little scale, like a little fish scale, and weigh the bags, and you could find out which one had the extra sometimes. So they were the fishless fish at Kroger. I don't Gardein, or I don't know what makes them, but sometimes there'd be 7 of them in there. And if you got a conveyor belt and stuff, and you got a factory, and it's like in those, you're putting 6, like you have it, it's all automated, so it's going along, electronic PLC controlled or whatever, and and then they're frozen too. They're frozen, so they could stick together. But occasionally you would get that extra one, and I think they like we say they fixed it because we don't see that anymore. But then I was thinking, well, what if they're just what if occasionally they just give you an extra one? Like, would that break their bank? But then it would make you always, like, people would always be excited about it, so it would be like some kind of bonus for the manufacturer. And really, is it that big of a deal for them to give you one extra one? Occasionally, it's just like, you get people to occasionally, well, I guess it's back into psychology or something, like you randomly will randomly reward, this one's bent, so back in psychology, like if you randomly get a reward, it stays in your mind more or something. So maybe the fishless fish people thought, from a psychological point of view, like a company that makes a lot of money and stuff, why not give, like, say there's, they have the baker's dozen, but if you just, if there's something that's counted out, like, it wouldn't work if it was like 2 or 3 things, or like 100 things. It would only work, if it's in that sweet spot of being, like you're supposed to get 6 of them, but you got 7 this time, or around that kind of little sweet spot. Like if it was like you get 10, like you buy something and there's 10, but then there's 11, so because it's like that 1 is a bigger, like, percent, like it's just, so that was the whole thing about the fishless fish. But maybe someone out there goes, usually we get 6, but occasionally we get 7. It happened enough that I'm making a story out of it. Okay, I got them all in there. Okay, yeah. Okay, got them all in there. Oh, it's coming together. There's barely anything left on this. Okay, let's solder these. See, now these will hold. These transistors are so much easier to hold in there. I did get some of the. I tried. Well, I didn't try. I have this electrical silver bearing rosin core solder, lead free. It's electrical, lead free, but I just don't like the way it smells. It's so weird. I mean, I'm not like smelling, like I get a faint whiff of it, but it's still both it says it's both rosin, like the rosin core. One thing that I think you want to make sure you don't use on electronics, I don't know if it was Mr. Carlson or X-Ray Tony B said, the one that has a acid core, like that's, sorry, I just had to hang that on. Yeah, acid core you don't want to use on electronics. So I know we all freak out about lead paint. Would you eat lead chips growing up and stuff like that? But I mean, I've been soldering for so many years and being around it, but it sticks together. I mean, it's not like it's flaking off, but you are still touching it. I mean, you could wear gloves and stuff, but I don't care anymore. I mean, there's microplastics and stuff in you, and now the BBC and stuff was saying the microplastics are in your testicles more. They were saying that on just like a day ago. So it's like, am I really gonna like have to glove up? I mean, you could live your whole life in a bubble. But there's so much other stuff. That's usually the problem with people, is you're always worried about the thing that you're worried about never happens. The thing that you're worried about, oh, I don't want to get divorced. I don't want to be a divorcee. Oh, how awful. And then you get cancer. Or what's the worst thing? You say, I don't want to be in a car accident. I'm afraid of being in a car accident. I don't want to be in a car accident. Oh my God, it was terrible. The shards of glass, like reminds me of 9/11, the falling, and the shards of glass in the air, and everything's in slow motion, and you go, oh gosh, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get in a car accident, and then you get hit by a bus or something, or like, well, no, you, what happens to you that's so unexpected? Oh yeah, your whole family like leaves you or something. No, your you get found out that you're a fraud at your job or something, and you're like, oh, I was worried about this car accident. I spent my whole life worried about a car accident. I don't want to be in a car accident, car accident, car accident, car accident. I'll tell you, those Boeing planes, like, that's become a stereotype. I think with those Boeing planes, they had like 2 doors blown off. 2 of them crashed because they had the auto. They didn't train people on the auto nose thing. And then there was something about a screw. And then the people that are investigating the Boeing, like two people have like died mysteriously or strangely. Like I think I'm starting to think the mafia is behind the Boeing. Don't mess with Boeing. The Boeing people, the Ticketmaster. That's the mafia there. You don't want to encounter that. No. So, I can't even afford to fly anywhere. It'd be nice to fly somewhere and be somebody. Wow, I got all this soldered. Okay, soldered. Okay, so let's just take a break here. We're getting there. One more installment, and we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. It's a holiday week, and I don't want you to use all your internet on me. Thank you. Oh my god, 27 minutes.